here live at Occupy Los Angeles General Assembly.
Streaming live, so you know how we behave at our best, everyone.
It's day 621! Woo!
All right.
Solidarity clap.
Revolutionary greetings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Occupy Los Angeles General Assembly. I myself am Adam. I'm going to facilitate tonight. Julie, co-facilitating. You got to introduce yourself. I love you.
Eduardo forever, peacekeeper.
Melissa, white chocolate balance, keeping time.
Matt, who are you?
I'm Ari, I'm in a stack.
That means you go to her if you have a question or if you want to have an announcement.
Alright. Groovy.
I can't see Adam.
Points of solidarity.
Principles of solidarity. You got anyone with them? Anyone have them?
Anyone? Anybody?
The solidarity.
You got them, brother?
Principles
You
of
want to read them?
solidarity.
The principles of solidarity?
I have to find them.
Take a moment.
Oh, you can just Google it.
General Assembly every Wednesday.
That's what
Principles of solidarity.
together what we present to you.
You are?
There you go.
I don't think that's actually on there, is it?
Education is a human right.
That's right. Engaging in direct massive action.
We really need to find it and read the whole thing.
Yeah, we're going to.
Everyone that has on all interactions.
Internet? What is that?
Open source.
Open source.
I figured you went out.
Wide application of open source.
I remember that.
Affordable housing.
And workers' rights as well. I don't think there's an official point of solidarity about housing, but
It should be on there.
Article 25 of the Declaration of Human Rights.
Housing
says
is a human right.
Okay, we found the rest.
There you go.
Yes, there
Read the whole thing, man.
Okay, engaging in direct and transparent participatory democracy, exercising personal and collective responsibility, recognizing individuals' inherent privilege and the influence it has on all interactions, empowering one another against all forms of oppression, redefining how labor is valued, the sanctity of individual privacy, the belief that education is a human right, and making technologies, knowledge, and culture open to all to freely access, create, modify, and distribute.
Yeah!
All power to the people.
All power to the people! All right.
All right, now I'm going to bring up James. Here's your statement, non-violent.
By the way, James did nonviolence training when we were at City Hall during the Occupy encampment. Came by today. We're really happy to have you back.
Thank you.
Yes,
John
it is.
James, and my passion is compassionate living, and I think nonviolence is really important. Not only has it worked historically, but if we treat each other with compassion, and we treat each other with the kind of life force that we want to see from the outside, we're going to be more effective as a community, and also we'll be more effective at connecting with the people that we're trying to influence. So I'm really a nonviolent activist. I believe that nonviolence works, and my approach is really to connect to the heart of people. We're all human beings, even people in corporations, even the police, they're human beings behind the masks. And so my passion is to really to transform the way in which we treat each other as a community. And even within ourselves, sometimes we fight and we criticize and we label each other in ways that don't build that sense of community. So my passion is really to evolve the level of discourse that we have amongst ourselves, and out of the belief that we're going to be more effective as a community and we'll have more credibility with the people that we're trying to influence. And my particular passion is around training and finding ways of processing maybe the feelings that I'm having in the moment. I might be feeling some anger and feeling annoyed, but if I can get in touch and take responsibility for what's happening inside of me, and go, wow, yeah, I'm really longing for justice. I'm longing for equality, and maybe I'd like a little support. And I can own that. And so after owning it, I start to feel this natural compassion and curiosity towards other people. And it's from that place that I can be most effective at reaching my fellow friends. You know, if we're going to be a movement, then there has to be this sense of collaboration and community, that we treat each other with respect. That even though we may not agree with someone, we can still hear the heart of what they're saying. It's important to them. And as human beings, we all long for understanding. We all want to be heard. And so if we can enter into that place of listening with a quality of focus, to give a human being space to be heard, that's really important. And once they're heard, they're more likely to hear the message that you have to deliver. So hey, I hear you. You're wanting a little bit more action. You're wanting to see some movement, that we're working together as a community. So would you like to hear what's up for me? For me, it's really.
And when? And when?
So I would love to reframe that. The weapon wouldn't be an image that I would use in my work. But what I would, shield for protection. But I would love to just maybe finish up my 2 minutes. Am I over time yet?
We gave him 3
Take 30
because
seconds,
it's
take 30
non-violence.
seconds,
We
yeah.
gave him 3
Yeah.
because it's the opening statement. Yeah.
So basically, you know, there will be some training opportunities if you're wanting to find out what this is all about. Compassionate communication, also known as nonviolent communication. It's work based on Marshall Rosenberg's book of that title, and I think it could really help us come together as a community to really live out the principles and values that we treasure. You know, so that's sort of my little speech on nonviolence, and I hope you feel inspired to try it out.
Thank you, brother. All right.
That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Groovy. Now, who's new? Anybody haven't been here before?
Any new people?
Come on down. Tell us about yourselves. Tell us why you came through.
Introduce yourself. Who you
Is
are.
that right? We don't mind. Come on down.
Just tell us where you're from and why you came. Just because you looked awesome, or?
First of all, it's just the Occupy LA.
Welcome.
Mic check!
Mic check. Okay.
Alright, so
Can you step back a little?
today because I am.
What's your name?
Courtney.
Hi,
Courtney.
I'm Courtney.
I'm a filmmaker.
I'm a filmmaker.
Okay.
Okay.
So I had heard about a small organization that was protesting against the NSA spying on us, and so I thought I would come here and see if you guys were willing to kind of collaborate with them. I heard there were going to be some protests on the 4th of July, so I just wanted to bring it up and make sure that everybody's collaborating on that issue.
Thank you.
Yeah, restore the fort. Okay, cool. So, yeah.
Who are you?
Right here, bro.
My name is Alec.
My name is
Alex!
I'm also a filmmaker.
Also a filmmaker!
I'm actually from Brazil.
From Brazil!
I've been following all the protests that's been happening there.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of good energy. People are like taking over, kind of like speaking their mind, you know, like being heard. So like I just came here to see what's up.
Awesome.
Hey now.
Love it.
I haven't had that.
Welcome. Hey, Adam.
All right, now check it out. Thank you for coming. Relax. Enjoy yourself. Now, if you want to, if you got anything specific, pop it out, because announcements are next.
Announcements.
And everybody has 1 minute or two.
Any announcements? Go to Stacker Ariana. You gotta be loud.
Alright. Everyone has 1 minute to make their announcement. So please holler at Ariana. She will get you in line. She'll get you ready. And
What do I want to say? What do I want to say?
I guess Melissa will make
What do I want to say? I want to make a social media announcement.
Check, mic check.
Mike check.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Melissa.
And you don't have to repeat me as long as you can hear me. Can you hear me? Today, I filed a motion in response to the city attorney's office. Even though attorneys aren't supposed to file in small claims court. So for those of you who have been following along, there are still cases in the courts regarding Occupy LA. Cheryl Eichley is a plaintiff in a federal civil case on your behalf. Anyone who was arrested of the OLA 292, there's a $199 million suit being levied. It's important for you to know that. Anyone whose stuff was in my tent, the suit is only for $10,000 because small claims only covers that much. But it is important to know that it will be transferred because the miscarriage of my first pregnancy cannot be quantified at a value, nor can the art or our rights, which we're going to talk about later. So that will be bumped up. But what's important to remember is that we do have rights, whether they tell you or not. So you can find out more through the ACLU, through the National Lawyers Guild, through some of us who are truly autodidacts of the law like Abraham Lincoln and are not attorneys, and that's at Stay Occupied on Facebook and Twitter, and through LA Can 2 Fridays a month. So get activated, find out what your rights are, where the cases are. It's never too late because there's no constitutional statute of limitations on your rights. And stay occupied by any creative, nonviolent means necessary. All power to the peaceful.
All power to the people. Free the weed! Free the weed! And then corporate free!
I wish they would free the weed. That's the topic. Anyway, I want to announce today is Juneteenth. That's the day. I believe it was in Texas. I'm trying to remember my black history. I usually just live it and digest it. But today is Juneteenth. It was the day that the slaves were set free. And we were set free with no money, nothing to, and no work. And so we went back to slavery. And also, you know, we persevered. And today we have a black president. That's not a lot, but I'm pretty sure my grandmother would be proud on this Juneteenth day that we have a black president to stand today. Although I don't believe in politics anymore, but my grandmother fought for it. And she fought for the right to vote. And so the current event is the stuff is still going on and we're still living racism, although we're supposed to be post-racism. But we still haven't really got there yet as a country, and I know that. We haven't got there as a globe or a world, and we got to get there. And that's what Occupy is all about, and that's why I joined Occupy. And as a black person right now, though, everybody said they can't focus on me. They can't focus on the canary in the coal mine. They can't focus on the black women. They can't focus on black people right now. And today's Juneteenth. Don't focus on me. Do not focus on me as a black person. Not today. But today is my day. When we came free and we're still alive and we made it all the way through. And we're still making it. And this, you will have to focus on me. You'll come back to me. Not because of me, but because I'm black. And you want to know how. To get the hell up out of here. Get the hell up out of this coal mine because we're all dying all over the globe. I don't know why we won't connect and how we don't connect, but we have a common interest. There's a common thread that's running throughout the entire globe. It's even rocking the universe. Fukushima, Japan is still dealing with that. And today is Juneteenth. I'm free.
That's all I want. Hallelujah.
Give thanks.
So,
I was told JoJo.
now,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
Jojo.
So I don't have the exact time or location of these protests. I'm not really affiliated with the organization, but they have a website. It's somewhere, Restore the Fourth. So if you just Google Restore the Fourth, you'll find their website. I just wanted to read to you really quick the kind of mission statement that I read from Occupy Wall Street, which is the reason why we should all be protesting on the 4th. So here it is from their website. On July 4th, we call all individuals to blockade, disrupt, and disobey the architecture of repression in their own cities. We act against the surveillance state not because it's overstepped an imaginary line. We rebel against it for the simple fact that it is designed to intimidate, imprison, and demoralize us. We act against it because we know that politicians, corporations, and the ruling class will never listen or change. We know that it is up to us to be disobedient, that direct action is the only road to freedom. There's no better time than now to push forth an initiative which calls out the surveillance state for what it is, a web of police, prisons, and politicians designed to protect the wealthy. At a time of upheaval and massive repression worldwide, we don't ask for permission. We recognize that those who grant us permission are those who spy on us at the same time. So just look up Restore the Fourth, and hopefully on Occupy LA's Facebook we can see some collaboration so there can be more people joining in.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister. All right, Brother Jojo is next with an action announcement this week.
All power to the people.
All power to the people!
So most folks know that I'm part of an organization called LA CAN, which is Los Angeles Community Action Network.
Yeah, number one.
Well, we're being under attack right now. Right now we got 4 of our organizers that are in court system. This Tuesday we're having an action about freeing our rights to organize. I have a sister named Deborah Burton that's been organizing on Skid Row for the past 8 years. She's been targeted, and because she blew a toy air horn in the air. Mind you, that this happened over 18 months ago. They waited 15 months later to file charges. Okay, now in the process of this, you have LAPD, CCEA, which is an organization that lobbies for businesses. They've been collaborating for the past 2 years to be able to shut down the organization, which is LA CAN. So the reason why I'm saying this is our rights as organizers are getting taken from us. So we need to show power against the power that's taken away from us. This Tuesday at the Police Commissions, which is right across the street from City Hall, we're going to have an action at 9 o'clock. And after that, after the Board of Police Commissions, we're going to form a chain to City Hall East, where the city attorney, he's been collaborating against all organizers. Not just LA CAN, but all activists. OLA. I mean, he's the one that pulled all these charges back up. Lieutenant. Most folks know who he is. And the bad thing about this is the trial date is why he's still in office. So that means that the trial will keep going in his hands because it got filed before he's out of office. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring a presence, tell the city council, tell the police commissions that how is it that this happened 18 months ago and you filed charges when it's only supposed to be a year and it's still in courts. So if you believe you have the right to organize, please come out and join us. Thank you.
What time?
9 o'clock.
9
At
a.m.
the police commissions.
Are we going into the meeting? Or
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. And we want folks to speak about how they've done.
May I make a statement?
Yeah.
If you go there, leave your lighter in your car. They won't let you bring a lighter in. There's a heavy-duty checkpoint on the way in there. So leave anything that's questionable in the car.
However, you don't have to show your ID because of the Brown Act.
Yes.
It would say Brown when you walk in.
They'll ask you that.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. on the 25th.
Praise the Spring.
Huh?
Okay.
That's what I was telling. That's what I told her.
Okay, you got it?
It's first in spring. First in spring at 9 a.m.
Who's on stack?
Big ass.
Next up
All right.
is Pat.
Who is next on the set?
You want me to?
Yeah, Patty.
If you want, you can. I'm kind of embarrassed. So, if you want to know what's going on with Occupy LA, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. We have a Facebook, Occupy Los Angeles on Facebook. There's 2 Twitter accounts. The official Twitter account is @OccupyLA. The unofficial Twitter account is OWS Los Angeles. And then if you friend me on Facebook, I'm usually really, really informative about what's going on. I'm probably more informative than those other things. So my name is Patty with an I. My last name is Beers, like a 6-pack. If you friend me on Facebook, I'll keep you informed. What did I forget?
We love you, Patty!
All right, who's next?
Julie.
Julie!
So I'm in town just for a few weeks, and then I'm going to be exploring some off-grid areas in other
You
countries.
can't hear.
So we did some facilitation training tonight, and we'll continue doing that. And I think we have a lot more people that know what it was consented to in the past and about facilitation. And so we'll continue doing that. We're meeting on Wednesday at 6 at Cabbage Patch, and I buy fries for everybody, but hopefully that's not the reason people are coming, and I think not. People really had a voice in the discussion tonight and where we were going, and that's kind of what makes us a growing movement, as well as a place to bring actions and to coalesce. So we hope that people will come to facilitation 6 at Cabbage Patch. I'll be leaving town somewhere after July 4th, and by then other people will be doing it. Yep.
Ruby.
Power of the people.
Who's next?
Power to the people.
Richard Eastman.
Right on, Richard Eastman!
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I'm
you're
talking about
already
3
over time.
events. I'm talking about 3 events.
Should we
Quick,
give him
Jack!
3 minutes? 3 minutes?
Well, it's almost the smoke-in at the White House. And in a couple of weeks, I'll be leaving here for a few days to go into the belly of the beast and fight in the United States Congress and the Senate for the continuation of Dennis Perone and our mission to free a little plant called marijuana.
Yeah.
How many people here have received free marijuana at Occupy? Raise your hand.
Yeah, I was the first one.
Oh, I see a lot of people don't want to admit they ever didn't get any free marijuana at Occupy.
Yeah, just say
Well,
those
free
names.
the weed. I have 3 announcements. The first one was about the smoke-in. I'll get to that at the last. This weekend in San Francisco on June 23rd at 7 p.m., actually in Richmond, California, across the bay, High Times is having the World Cannabis Cup in regards to their being the most famous pot magazine in American history. They're honoring my friend and your friend, Dennis Perone, with the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is not only for his work in giving out the 4 pounds to you at Occupy and the 2,000 spaghetti dinners that Tim Quiggle and I and Melissa gave you about a year and a half ago, but this is about his humanitarian work for gay civil rights, for human rights, for health care, for free food, for free weed. If you can make it to Richmond, California on Sunday at 7 p.m., it's going to be held at this way out place on the edge of the bay, and they're going to honor our friend Dennis Perone with the Lifetime Achievement Award. I will be there, and I will be taking pictures like I have of you that will appear in the Gem magazine in the upcoming issue. The second event is Eric Garcetti, our new mayor, whether you like him or not, likes you, because in the Los Angeles Times just 3 days ago, he had a big story about his inauguration on July 1st. And I want to invite you, along with the mayor he's my personal friend for over 20 years, to come to the People's inauguration at the Grand Park. There is no $5,000 ticket like Antonio Villaraigosa did. It's free on July 1st at the Grand Park on Spring Street steps. Eric Garcetti is throwing the People's inauguration. I don't know what he has promised to do. All I know is it's not going to be $5,000 like I had to pay when I went to Antonio Villaraigosa's inauguration. I didn't pay the $5,000. Some marijuana entrepreneurs paid it for me. But I feel that our new mayor, by having a People's inauguration, is trying to reach out to all communities in Los Angeles. I do not work for him. I do not work for the federal government. I work for the people of the United States. And I want to tell you what else he said. He was having a chat on something on the internet called Reddit. And some of the topics included medical marijuana. This mayor has already said he supports medical marijuana, and he is also for recreational marijuana. This was put in the LA Times. I'm not making it up. Eric Garcetti is a friend of the community in regards to marijuana. Now, if we can get him to listen to human rights and health care, and to get rid of the police commission and the police chief that arrests my friends for chalking and lets us smoke weed out here, it's okay. But it's not okay to arrest my friends for chalking. And I do believe if I'm back in town on Tuesday, I will be at the police commission, like I was a couple of months ago, with my friends from LA Can, and I will be reminding them that the new mayor can fire the police chief, and he can hire a new police chief. And I don't want to say that he has that in mind, but if the people want a new police chief, we should let them know. On July 1st, come to the Grand Park. Bring your signs. Bring your banners. Bring yourself. Come occupy Eric Garcetti's inauguration day at the Grand Park in Los Angeles, California. It's a free event. You're invited.
Now.
All come.
You can't tell Richard Eastman to stop talking, so we just show you guys the time.
Smoke in Grand Park.
We try to observe
by the county of Los Angeles. It's run by the sheriffs. They are not as friendly towards marijuana on the street in downtown Los Angeles as the LAPD are to some people. There is an unfairness in people of color and people in Skid Row that are still being harassed for smoking marijuana. And we're not being harassed here. So I just want to remind people, if you don't exercise your right to protest, you're not going to get anywhere. The third event is at the 4th of July in Washington, D.C. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Free to weed. Okay, now, Steven.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Don't have a very loud speaking voice. But
I better come closer than that. Take care.
what I think is important to me,
Mike check.
Occupy LA, I know that some people have said we don't really have an agenda. We're not listening.
yeah, look at us. We can't hear you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay.
A lot of people say we don't have agendas, but we don't really need to have an agenda where we all do something. We can all do things individually. And what I believe is we can all do this. We need to expose and illuminate, name and shame all corporate especially, but especially in divisions, police, expose all corruption. Name it and shame it. Bring it out to the people, shine a light on it. Everyone can see the truth, just shine a light on it. You don't need to talk. That's my thing.
Melissa, where is the card?
I do want to share with you guys that we need to occupy all the offices meetings. And I'm very proud today because I went to the county-wide Criminal Justice Coordination Committee. It's very powerful because it's all law enforcement in the state of California. And I was able to speak. I was shaking up, but I told them that I'm an occupier and I'm proud to be an Occupy Los Angeles.
Yeah!
So it's important for us to go to all the meetings and get the information because that's where the laws are passing by. And the topic that I spoke was mental health. We are living difficult times and we need to address more, to have more clinics. We need mental therapy. Just look the news, what happened yesterday with the road rage thing that happened. Former city attorney and former law enforcement. He's retired. Both of them got engaged into a fight. That's crazy. That means that anyone can snap anytime. So we need more mental clinic. Mental health is very important. We live in difficult times. We cannot longer ignore the mental status of the people. Power to the people. Occupy all the agencies.
Yeah.
All right. My turn. Now as facilitator, as a member of the Los Angeles Anti-Eviction Campaign. What we just talking about right here, and what you should do after you hang out with who's not going to be the people's mayor, fuck our city, is you should come at 9 p.m. to Jalisco's, to the LA Anti-Eviction Campaign fundraiser. Now why should you do this? Because Article 25 of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights states that all human beings have a right to a standard of living adequate for themselves and their families, including food, housing, medical care, and all necessary social services. And that's what we are about. Enforcement of human rights. Our country does not recognize these rights. Therefore, we must stand up and take them in the homeless capital of the country. This fundraiser is for Ms. Kathleen Hughes. Now, Ms. Kathleen Hughes has done what so many people wish they could do. She just was crazy enough to do it. She evicted the people that actually stole her home. And now she's back in her home and these sons of bitches can't figure out how to get her out because they're tied in court. This is a fundraiser for legal fees to keep that happening. To enforce her human right to housing. Because you know where she goes? If she's evicted from her house again, she goes right here to Skid Row. This is the best housing. This is fair and adequate housing from Adult Protective Services right here. And it's not even permanent housing on Skid Row. It is a 1-month temporary shelter, and then she will be just another one of the 5,000 people that sleep right across Main Street every night. And that's not going to fucking happen. This is July 1st. Not only is that Eric Garcetti's day where he can get up and lie to us and tell us he's going to enforce our human rights, even though he's the same son of a bitch that sicked the pigs on LA Can over the rent freeze a few years ago. Yet again, fuck Garcetti. Where's the live stream? Fuck you. All right. July 1st comes. It's $5 at the door. All right. 5 beers. Handle it. Because this is history. This is power. This is one woman fighting back and her neighborhood fighting back with her. Ariana, are you going to hand out these flyers or what's cracking here? Alright, so you're about to get a flyer in a second. Come through. It's going to be fun. We got it's going to be a good time. What's up, Juan? Hold up 1 second. Hold on. I ain't done yet. Alright. We're going to have DJs. It's going to be a good time. This is Brother Juan. And I'm back to the facilitator, so I'm going to fuck up. How's the show though? It's going to be fun. Juan, you up, man? What you want?
I love Garcetti because he's a pretty boy.
Why he is a pretty boy?
He's nothing but a pretty boy. Pretty boy Garcetti. Fuck you, Garcetti.
That's your announcement?
That was my announcement.
How about how everyone should have a home and how they can read
I've
your
been
book?
telling you that since
Don't nobody listen to
We have new people
I've been
here.
telling you
All
since
the way
day
from
one.
Brazil. Why don't you tell them?
I've been telling everyone from day one what we need is to control the real estate ourselves.
That's right.
How do we do it? We line each other up, we finance each other at home, and we change the fucking rules.
That's right.
Yeah!
Thank you.
All power to the people.
Hey now.
People want.
Thank you, Juan.
I love this. I love this leather tie. Dude. You're killing it with that.
Juan for president.
Juan for president.
You can like him on Facebook
Ariana,
and in real life.
Google Dollhouse dude.
Yeah, are we on to the, what do we got on spec?
I hate it.
That's Melissa. And the discussion that was consensus upon.
But there's a report back, so don't wander away.
I didn't even tell them what it was.
Yeah.
All right. The conversation that was consensus upon in the facilitation meeting. If you don't like it, please come to facilitation every Wednesday, Saturday at 6, because I would love some better topics too. Is it doing Saturday still at 6, or is it in the day?
It's supposed to be in the beginning.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Wednesday at 6. The discussion that was consensus upon is vision. Now, where do you want this movement to go? What do you want the effects to be? Do you want to simply improve your life? Do you want to break the system that is built off genocide? Do you want to at least reform the system that still makes money off of genocide? I'm sorry. Is this a little opinionated? Dumb shit, because that's what it is. All right? So, I'm going to shut up because I'm not leading your discussion.
I think we're just to add to that, what is your vision of what the Occupy movement, Occupy LA is, okay? And how are you going to, build from that vision?
How are we going to make it stronger?
So we're going to spend like 15 minutes talking about that, and then we're going to move on to the second session topic, which is how do we protect our right to organize? And that's real important right now because that is definitely being challenged by the surveillance state and right here at home by groups that we work really close with and of course with ourselves. All right? So, can we do a temperature check? The question here is, do we do this as a full group or do we break out? Okay? There's two discussion topics.
Wait, hold on. We do a temperature check.
Temperature check.
Let's try it. Because I didn't want to do it. Wait, I'm going up. I didn't want to do the hand signal.
I think it's about 75.
Okay, all right. Shut up, man.
Break out is not the same as break dance.
All right. Second, these are the hand signals. We're having a free-flowing discussion now. But when it comes down to it, it's easier to facilitate real discussion between people using just a few simple hand signals so we understand what's happening here. All right? This one.
Means you agree.
Wiggles. Yeah, there's you, man. All right, what's this one?
Point process. Means
you talking over people's stuff.
There you go.
Breaking the process of truth.
An easy way to remember that one is, wait, why am I talking? And if you don't know, then please stop talking. If you don't, please continue talking.
What's that?
It's a rare one. This is a hard block. That means I ain't done with it. Okay?
Actually, it means you feel it breaks solidarity with the movement and that you need to come up and be prepared to defend that. It's a serious thing.
But that's, I mean, in a proposal process, it's like now. But I want to please emphasize, and this one is I don't agree, all right? And this one is for love. But please let me emphasize, when you're in the middle of a discussion and you're doing somebody's face, you're a dick. Don't do that. All right? Just use it as a tool for consensus if y'all trying to decide on something, all right? It's not really for the discussion. Y'all can talk. Please take notes. I mean, what do y'all want to do? You want to talk like as a group? Or do you want to talk like in small groups and come back in like 15 minutes and really discuss the topic?
I can't hear you.
Second one. Second one.
Wait, let's do a temperature check.
The first one is that we stay as one group. And you only do it once. If you put your hands up, if that's what you describe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we don't do it. So,
It's one.
if you want to break down the discussion groups and come back before that.
I don't know.
How many?
Show us your hand.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we're not.
That's sunshine's on that too, right?
What am I doing?
You want big group or small group discussion?
Small group discussion right here.
Votes?
The usual spot. 420 friendly.
Awesome.
420 friendly.
Watch, it will autonomously happen if everybody breaks out their bowls and relative groups will form. That's what it is.
Point of interest.
Doing the math like it is, that's just how it will happen.
But the point is, it's the vision. So what do we have? What was consensus? What was consensus? It was a big group model.
Yeah, it's that's one of my, well, you just want to point it all in front of everybody, and you just want to let it happen.
And we'll talk about it and bounce around, and it'll be cool. So what do you think about it? Yeah, man.
Hi now, I'm going to go ahead and archive. I have 0 viewers right now, so it's probably a good time to archive.